Hi, friends, and a most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. We are live from the Jefferson Health Skate Zone in Northeast Philadelphia, first of 16 Salesianum varsity high school hockey games on the Delaware Hockey Night. Rather, the Delaware Hockey Network. Old habits die hard, don't they? This is our 8th season of Salesianum hockey coverage, and we could not be more delighted to be here with you on this Monday evening from Northeast Philadelphia. James Witherite joining you from directly above the scorer's table at the Jefferson Health Skate Zone as Salesianum looks to build on a 5-2 win over Devon Prep in this, their first of 3 meetings against Father Judge this season. Before we get into the action, a look at upcoming Salesianum games on the DHN this season. As mentioned, 16 of them all season long, including a meeting with the Crusaders on November 17th from Salesianum's home rink of Fred Rust Arena. Full schedule will be available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. Not before long. Of course, the entire Delaware Hockey Network season is brought to you by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for you, the expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG. That's 302-466-5664. Or visit injuryde.com. No pregame formalities here at the Jefferson Health Skate Zone. We go right into the first of 3 17-minute periods. Salesianum traveling from left to right in their new away blue sweaters, backstopped by Gavin Needs. 1-0-0 on the year with a 2.00 goals against average and a save percentage of .926. On the other side, it will be Aiden Childs making his first start of the year in Father Judge White. Our referees this evening, Danny Becker and Laura White, and we're off to the races in the second Salesianum regular season game of the year. Grayson Betterly shovels the puck from his own zone, botted down by Carlos Rowland at center for Father Judge, flipped into the near corner of the Sal zone where Gianni Pacitti plays it ahead to Stanley Stosh-Tashinsky. Tashinsky-Lebuono and Leighton DeMasters. The starting forward combination for the Sals. Here a quick shot from Joey Argentina is blocked away by Gavin Needs, and he holds for the pause on the follow-up. A pair of rapid-fire saves, just 35 seconds into the contest. The initial shot came from Argentina, as we see on the Delaware Sports Medicine replay. Digging away for the rebound chance was Anthony Casper, but Needs crossed post to post to make the secondary save. Second forward line for Salesianum, Liam Bell, flanked by Joey Pietropaulo, and up the near side, Braden Graham, forced back into their own zone after a breakout was foiled at the Father Judge blue line. Here a shot from Colin Myers from the top of the right circle is covered by Gavin Needs for another pause in play. Just 53 seconds have gone by with no score. Bell and Sherwin took the draw to the left of Needs, who spent most of last season backing up Michael Manzi between the pipes for Salesianum, but he made the most of his handful of appearances last season. Nate Bellapede protects the left point, works the puck into Bell. He tries to jam one in on the doorstep. Pietropaulo digging away for the rebound, but Child slams the door. Solid goaltending on both ends of the rink in the first 75 seconds. So far, both netminders tested with a series of rapid-fire saves. And Salesianum getting an attacking zone face-off brings their third line on. Jerry DiStefano, flanked by Connor Davis and Sean Albert. Three brand new varsity players on the Salesianum team. Owen Myers cannot clear. Puck rolls back behind the Judge goal. Net front setup from Davis failed to materialize. DiStefano was outnumbered in the slot. Here comes Owen Myers up the left wing board. Centering pass was blocked. Mullen in the slot, couldn't generate a close-up shot. Puck ends up at the far half wall where Jerry DiStefano couldn't break free. It was held in by Leo Riley. Quick shot from him from 25 feet. Caught and covered by Gavin Needs for another break in the action with 15:08 to go in opening period action from Northeast Philly. Face-off comes to Needs' left. It is won by Mullen. Myers tied up by Igo at the far wall. Alex Falkowski cannot clear. Point held by Michael Snyder, right side. Falkowski chips this puck off the boards. It's booted back in by Snyder. Snyder tries to walk through traffic. Pacitti plays the body on him. A two-a-side battle for the puck develops, migrating toward the corner. That pass from Owen Myers sailed through the zone all the way back to the Judge blue line where Owen Sherwin recovers. Breakout tipped off the stick of Colin Howell. Worked up the near wall into Salesianum territory, but the headman pass to Jason Smarin didn't connect. First penalty of the game coming with 2 minutes and 36 seconds gone in the proceedings, and we'll see what Laura White meets out here. She calls a trip. And it will go against Jason Smarin. So for the first time in the Delaware Hockey Network coverage portion of the season, Salesianum are on the Carl Dubé power play. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington when looking for the perfect something special for your someone special. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Smarin off for tripping at 2:36. Sherwin on a near breakaway, bothered by Nick LeBuono just inside the Salesianum blue line. Play migrates up the near boards. Here comes Leighton DeMasters. DeMasters kept high on the slot by Roland on the back check. Roland chips this puck off the far glass back to center where it's brought down by Tuschinski. Pass up the left wing boards, gains the zone, but Bell was plastered to the wall by Roland, gaining center before flipping the puck in, and Needs covers for a pause in play with 13:36 to go in a scoreless as yet first period. Friends, if you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long and Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation or visit them online at injuryde.com. Half the Smarin penalty has expired. Walking toward the net was Argentina from the left corner. Bothered in the corner again by Albert after his shot failed to materialize. Shots on goal. They tend to be a bit generous here at the skate zone. They are listed 6-1 in favor of the Crusaders so far. Braden Graham circles behind the net, gets some help from Davis to work the puck to Bellepede at the point. Back to Graham. Davis in the left corner. He looks for a better shot lane. He's kept wide by Golden on his way out toward the point. Cycle back to Graham again. Graham absorbs a late check from Golden in the far glass. Puck caroms behind the net to Albert. Turned by Davis back below the cage. Albert had to race that one down from Miller. He had some help from Gianni Pacitti. This worked back high right side now to Bellepede. The pass down low intercepted by Argentina, who walks to center and now continues up the left wing boards in front of the Salesianum bench before being angled off the play. Whitfield with a shot from right down the pipe, and Gavin Needs right as the penalty to Smarin expires. Covers for a pause in play with 12:20 to go. In the first period, there is no score from the Jefferson Health Skate Zone in Northeast Philly. So a solid kill from Father Judge, limiting Salesianum to one shot on goal. Bellepede stripped of the puck by Myers behind his own net. Connect steps up to the left point to maintain a long shot from him. Needs saw that the whole way through for his 8th save, and he holds for the pause with 12:05 remaining in opening period play. Faceoff comes to Needs' right. Smarin back on. Myers mishandled the puck. A stick check from Alex Gaynor drove play back to center. Igo behind his own net. Chips the puck below the cage to Bellepede. He flubs the breakout pass. Holding the right point was Colin Myers. Colin Myers wearing 73, Owen Myers wearing 16. And Father Judge white, pale blue, and red. Falkowski dug the puck out of Becker's skates. This comes back near side to connect just inside the Judge blue line. Advance to George Whitfield. His stick lifted by Igo amid traffic in the left corner of the Salesianum zone. Igo emerges with the loose puck confronted by Smarin. He's got some help of 4 in the form of Gaynor. Gaynor into a 1-on-2. Lost his footing. He was tied up at the blue line by Connect. LeBuono offers forechecking pressure as the Crusaders try to set up a counterattack out of their own zone, but they've controlled the pace of this game so far. Snyder to Owen Myers up the left wing boards. Myers lines up a shot in the slot. He tried to go top shelf, but cleared the crossbar and found the back glass instead. Connor Morady brings the puck down behind his own net, but he fails to carry him clear as Roland holds the point for the shot. Needs falls on the puck in the blue paint, and that gives us a pause in play with 10:48 to go. In the opening period, we are yet scoreless as Gavin Needs records his 9th save of the day. A look at that long shot from Roland on the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay. And a face-off coming to the right of Gavin Needs. Controlled by Tashinsky, carried by DeMasters, and stretched ahead to LeBuono, 1-on-1. Nick LeBuono had to reel in that breakout pass up the left dots. Cross-ice feed to Tashinsky did not connect. DeMasters sweeps in, gathers the puck in, but a Zachary Michel poke check in the low slot disrupted his chance. Roland the other way. Finds Myers. Myers dekes. LeBuono steals the puck from him, but it's held in by the other 3. Carlos Roland at the right point. He threw it in from distance. Puck bounced to the near corner. It was misplayed by Leo Riley, but not cleared by Tashinsky. Now it's tied up at the base of the Salesianum bench, worked free to Morady, who couldn't chip it out of the zone. Joey Mullen held the right point, and now the Judge Crusaders working a changing of the guard as we pass the 7-minute mark of a scoreless first period. Liam Bell, hard shot from the right dot. Child shakes his head, no sir, as he makes the save. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Graham double teamed, and the short boards in the Father Judge zone. Puck is knocked free by Owen Sherwin, 1-on-2. Sherwin steered wide by Gianni Pacitti. Driven into the boards. Emerging with the puck is Graham. Graham hits Pietro Paolo with a hard breakout pass over the center line. Pietro Paolo absorbing a check from Miller. Couldn't set up a clean centering feed. This comes back to center where Colin Howell is tied up by Pietro Paolo and Grayson Betterly. Here comes Bell leading an odd man rush up ice, but he's steered behind the goal line by Miller. Centering pass from Betterly intended for Pietro Paolo was blocked down. This goes up ice. Needs forced to play the puck. Pacitti confronted by Golden in the far corner. Lost his opportunity for a clean breakout pass thanks to the check from Golden. Argentina deflects this puck into neutral territory. It's picked up by Pacitti. Walked past Red, but he couldn't run the gauntlet as he was slowed up by Casper just above the Judge blue line. Now turning and firing the puck in is DeStefano. This caroms to the near corner of the Judge zone where Mikey Snyder plays it back the other way. Albert shovels the puck hard behind the goal again from the far half wall. We're just beyond halfway in the first period. Father Judge and Salesianum scoreless. From the Jefferson Health Skate Zone in Northeast Philadelphia in the first of 3 regular season meetings between these two teams. Of course, last year they met 4 times, with the 4th meeting sealing for Salesianum a score. It was Sean Albert sniping from the right dot to put Salesianum on the board just past midway in the first period. It came from Connor Davis, digging the puck free. Along the near boards of neutral ice. And at the 9:04 mark of the first period, Sean Albert getting his first of the season. Has made this a 1-0 hockey game. There are the particulars for you in our scorebug drop-down. Here on Studio 2, still operating with last year's graphics. Those, of course, will be updated before long. As mentioned last year, the 4th and final meeting between the Sals and the Crusaders, sealed for Salesianum, the Philadelphia Catholic League Division Championship. And from there, the Sals went on to claim the Flyers Cup. The motto last year was all in. And they've carried that momentum into 2023-24. Blake D'Italia working below the net, checked off the puck by Riley. He's got some help, but Owen Myers sweeps in, centering pass to Mullen. 2 quick shots, both turned away by Gavin Needs. Puck ends up at the near half wall, and this is shoveled from in front of the Salesiana bench back to neutral territory. Floated back in by Roland, who was sure to gain center before lofting the puck into Sal's territory. Tuschinski brings it down in the near corner. And now it's walked free up the right wing boards by DeMasters. DeMasters sticked at by Miller, crashes the net, stays with the puck, couldn't generate the shot, but he maintained. Here Tuschinski goes top cheddar, and he makes it 2-0 Salesianum. Stan the man, Stosh Tuschinski rifles one over the Child's blocker, and that makes it a 2-0 hockey game. There it is again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Tuschinski gets his first to go with 2 assists on Friday against Devon Prep. And we've now got ourselves a 2-0 hockey game. Miller, left point, shot blocked. Race for the puck, Tuschinski again, 3-on-1. Tuschinski stymied by a Devin Mallon poke check in the low slot. Tuschinski gets the puck back. His stick lifted and then some by Sean Miller, who took the worst of that exchange. This is lofted up ice. Icing waved off by Danny Becker. And that forces Gianni Pacitti to play on. Botched breakout thanks to forechecking heat from Argentina. Carried on by Pacitti. He couldn't flip the puck to Graham. It was taken away by Casper. Casper wound up from 25 feet A hard wrister blockered aside neatly by Needs. Needs shovels this one behind the cage. Coming from the opposite side. Betterly flubs the breakout on the doorstep. Jaden Golden. Potts Father Judge's first goal of the season. Off the net front turnover. Golden, time and space, picks his corner and beats Needs from point blank range, and 12-10. Into the first period, the Salesianum lead's been cut in half. No assists on the goal, as it was Golden corralling the puck off the turnover and doing it all from inside 15 feet. 4:36 to go in opening period play. Casper with a quick shot off the Father Judge face-off win. Argentina hauled off the puck by Daniker. Casper leaves this to connect at the left point. So Casper cycled to Argentina in the corner. He's hassled by both Daniker and Davis. Kevin Connect into the slot. Casper couldn't reel in the puck, bothered by Davis. This is cleared by Jerry DiStefano. Volleyed back in from center by Snyder. Out comes Salesianum again, but a puck out of play with 4 minutes to go in the first period. Gives us a pause in the action. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. Or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. 3.5 to go in the opening period. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Salesianum, with their advantage over Father Judge, cut in half by Jaden Golden's unassisted goal at 12-10 in the first. Daniker gains red despite pressure. Winding up the other way is Michel. He connects with George Whitfield, absorbing a check from Falkowski. Puck skitters to a halt in the near corner of the Salesianum zone. Igo picks it up. Headman pass connects with Falkowski. He absorbs a Michel check at the half wall. Zachary Michel turns the puck to the far side, but Alex Gaynor protects for Salesianum. Igo angled off the biscuit by Michel, who clears. This rolls past center. Whitfield, 1-on-1, now a 2-on-2. Whitfield centering pass, sails past Joey Mullins' reach. Ricochets off the near boards. This is cleared out of harm's way by Gaynor. It skitters off the far wall, and it's brought down by Sean Miller, well inside the Father Judge line with 2.5 minutes to go in the opening period of play. Long shot floats into the top of the crease, covered by Gavin Needs, and he'll hold for the stoppage with 2:26 to go in opening period action in Northeast Philly. First, as mentioned, of 3 meetings this year between Salesianum and Father Judge, and we'll have them all for you on the Delaware Hockey Network this season. And we're grateful to have Sal's fans, Crusaders fans alike, joining us here on the DHN this evening. Tuschinski up the right wing boards. Puck corralled by Devin Mallon in the slot. Final 105 seconds of the opening period. Mallon winds up from the half wall, a one-hop in close, caught and held by Needs for a pause in play. We're down to the final 98 seconds of opening period action. Fresh legs on for both sides. Pietropaulo, Bell, and Graham. On up front for Salesianum. Bellepede and Daniker. Brian LeBlanc's second defensive pair. Snyder's pass too hard for Howell to handle. Howell driven into the near wall by Pietropaulo. Removed from the puck. Petey gets it back and sets up a 2-on-2. He flips this off the far wall. Daniker couldn't chase it down cleanly. He's got stick on puck now, though. Bell around the horn. Bellepede from distance floats one wide of the far post. Graham picks up the rebound. Bellepede again. This one thrown into a congested slot. Petey couldn't dig it free. Final minute of play in the opening period of a 2-1 hockey game. Salesianum with the advantage over Father Judge. Liam Bell tries to escape traffic. Point held by Michael Snyder, and his shot is covered by Gavin Needs, who freezes with 44 seconds to go in the first. He stopped 15 of 16 registered shots on goal. Salesianum's beaten Childs twice on 6. Face-off moves to the left of Gavin Needs once again. This driven free by LeBuono. The shot from Roland at the right point wobbled wide. Blake D'Italia wearing the 22 that once belonged to Logan Downs. Works the puck up the left wing boards to DeMasters, on further to Shinsky. He rushed the snipe attempt from just above the left dot. This puck caromed off the near boards back into neutral ice, where it was recovered by Connor Morady. Shoveled back up the left wall again. It caroms to the near half boards. Tashinsky surrounded. Morady keeps the point airtight. DeMasters below the net. Dodges a check from Roland, turns into a shot. Digging away net front was Tashinsky, but Childs again slams the door with 1.4 seconds to go in opening period play. Here it comes again on the Delaware Sports Medicine replay. Once, twice, 3 times Aiden Childs makes the save, and the final face-off of the first period yields immediately the horn, and that will do it for the first 17 minutes. At the end of one period, it's Salesianum 2, Father Judge 1. This is the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by Long and Greenberg.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area, and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Set to go for the second period, Salesianum with a 2-1 lead over Father Judge through the first 17 minutes of play. Goals from Sean Albert and Stan the Man, Stosh Tuschinski. Putting the Sal's up early. Father Judge got one back. It was Jaden Golden who forced the low slot turnover and beat Gavin Needs. 12-10 into the first period. To take away Needs' shutout hopes early. Joey Argentina working the near corner as the team switch ends in the second period. Trying for the net front chance was Golden, looking for his second. The Judge bench wanted a trip. They're not going to get it from Laura White. Lebuono the other way. Leaves this to Pacitti at the point. Nick Lebuono high on the zone. Tuschinski on the doorstep off the centering feed from DeMasters. Couldn't connect from point blank. DeMasters absorbs a check. Lebuono leaves this to Betterly at the far wall, but Anthony Casper takes the puck away and generates a 3-on-2 attack for Father Judge. Argentina, after the centering pass, was wide with his wrist shot from 20. Confronted by DeMasters. Puck swatted by Devin Mallon back deep into neutral territory. Argentina held up just above the blue line. Battle continues inside the Salesianum zone. Pacitti's got Casper held to the wall. This chip free by Nick Lebuono, and the race is on back inside the Judge line for the puck. Across to Sherwin. Cross ice feed to Mallon. He shovels the puck off his backhand over the Salesianum blue line and into the near corner of the Sal zone. Pacitti played the body on Sherwin, took a hit of his own, and emerging is DeStefano to gain center and flip the puck deep into the Judge end. DeStefano wins the chase on the dump and chase, couldn't generate a close-up shot. Snyder recovers but fails to clear. Barely holding the point after fanning on it the first time was Davis. The defensive reinforcement stepped up to confront him the second time. He worked the puck in deep. Nate Bellapede from the left point launches a shot in, but it's caught and held by Childs with 2 minutes gone in the second period of this 2-1 hockey game. Salesianum with the advantage over Father Judge. Whitfield works to center before Bellapede recovers. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, Salesianum and their away Blues traveling right to left in this second period. Father Judge in their home whites moving left to right. Long change in effect, of course, in the second period. So we'll see if that adjusts the strategies of Brian LeBlanc and Steve Meade, longtime coaches of these respective organizations, who have built up a very healthy respect for each other. At least in the time I've been here. Hard to believe this is our 8th season covering Salesianum hockey on the Delaware Hockey Network in some form or another. Petey from the top of the right circle sees his shot sticked into the protective netting by Aiden Childs and out of play. Joey Pietropaulo with an assist in Friday's win over Devon Prep. Lining up with Liam Bell and Braden Graham, second line for the Sals this evening. First, second, fourth lines all comprised of veteran players, with Alex Gaynor the exception. The third line, Jerry DeStefano, Connor Davis, and Sean Albert, all newcomers to this varsity squad. Roland kept in the near corner. Shovels the puck low. It rolls toward Mullen behind the cage. Centering feed in the high slot, intercepted by Graham, who stood up by Michel. Puck recovered by Myers. That's Owen Myers inside his line. Volleyed back by Connor Morady. Recovered by Roland. Walked in. His stick lifted. Mullen with a shot deeper in the slot. Freezes for the pause with 13:15 to go in the second period. Salesianum up 2-1 over Father Judge. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com today to schedule your first cleaning. Puck rolls behind the Salesianum net. Betterly could not clear. Mallon corrals a wobbling puck in the near corner, plays it behind the cage. Intended for Howell, but Pacitti got there in time. Mallon again. Stood up by Pacitti. Jack Igo emerges with the puck. This tipped by Gaynor. Back towards center. Recovered by Miller there. Smarin takes a hit from Betterly in the far corner. Grayson Betterly emerging with the puck. And this will send Salesianum back to the Carl Dubé power play as we see from Laura White the high stick signal. Smarin off again. This time for a high stick. Looks like a little bit of controversy over the line change for Salesianum. Of course, they required to change first. Brian LeBlanc pleading his case yet. As play will restart with DeMasters. Out with Bell and Pietropaulo. Tuschinski and Lebuono. So 5 forwards out for Salesianum. This the second power play. Second penalty assessed to Jason Smarin, who's ruled off for high sticking. Roland winds up and clears. Tuschinski kept back in his zone by Argentina. He beats the forechecker. Lebuono streaks up the right dots and in, crashing the net. Mallon and Connect slowed him up in the low slot. Argentina confronted by Pietropaulo in the far corner. Shovels this puck past DeMasters. It's walked on by Anthony Casper as far as center before Tuschinski slows him up. Half the Smarin penalty has expired. Crusaders working a piecemeal change. Connect still on, but with Mallon as well and a pair of fresh teammates. Pietropaulo behind the net to Bell. Up high. Tuschinski leading to a Lebuono shot from the top of the right circle. This is covered by Childs for a stoppage in play with 11:09 to go in the second period. 35 seconds left on the Salesianum power play. And the Sals are up 2-1 over Judge. Face-off will take place to the left of Aiden Childs, who saved 10 of 12 shots on goal faced to this point. Owen Myers won the draw. Zachary Michel chipped the puck back to center. On the stick of Myers again after Bellepede failed to volley it clean. Davis below his own goal. Pressured by Golden to Nate Bellepede. Bellepede absorbs a stick check from Owen Myers and he's driven deeper into his own end. This cleared to Albert. Albert puts on the brakes in front of his own bench. He tried to center high to Graham, but that pass was intercepted. Pacitti couldn't corral a loose puck in the neutral zone. Doors open for George Whitfield. He barrels in. Backhand shot goes high and wide. Bellepede leaves the rebound to Pacitti. This will be carried by Davis and ricocheted off the near boards into the path of Sean Albert. It comes back into neutral territory. Good resistance from the Judge defensive core. Crusaders are back to full strength as we work to the 7-minute mark of the second period. Salesianum up 2-1 over Judge, and a puck out of play brings action to a halt with 9:57 to go. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital, the 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Yes, even Cincinnati. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us at 412communications.com today. Igo spun off the puck. Falkowski was offside, so Colin Myers picks it up, fires a pass to Whitfield. He's driven by Bellepede wide. Hard shot from Owen Sherwin, sticked away by Needs. Connect holds the left point off the failed Salesianum, clear, and he drives one home. Kevin Connect with the equalizer. From long distance, has erased what was left of the Salesianum lead. Looking at it again. On the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay, was that tipped? That is the question. From here, it appeared to just be straight Kevin Connect. And Salesianum right back where they began. As Connect wound up from the left point to beat Needs off the setup from Colin Myers. Casper to Argentina, 2-on-2 for Judge. Drop pass to Golden at the top of the right circle. Mallon shovels this behind the net. It rolls beyond the reach of Argentina. Toshinsky tries to block his passing lanes. Argentina paves away toward the cage. Needs squares up for the save on the close-up shot. Argentina got his own rebound. We're just past halfway in the second period. This puck is floated clear up the near boards into Judge territory and recovered by Miller. Owen Myers shovels the puck over the line to Mullen. Shot into Needs' pads. Corralling the rebound is Owen Myers, but traffic was tight in close at the Salesianum goal, so nothing he could do. Mallon from distance. If that's called a shot on goal, I don't know what isn't. That was wide of the near post by a good foot. And I think with the kick save, it still might have registered. Albert clears this as an icing. Another look at the Connect goal. Opened fire from the left point for his first of the season. And Father Judge's second of the night. That put them back on level pegging at 7:48 in the second period. Crusaders with an attacking zone face-off. Salesianum's Braden Graham couldn't muscle through. He sets up a 2-on-1. No, this called offside by Danny Becker. Bell and Pietro Paolo nearly on a fast break. But the timing of their zone entry ever so slightly off. $7:19 to go in the second period at the restart. A number of Salesianum alumni tuning in here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Gentlemen, glad to have you here. Bell tries to dig this free. It's held in by D'Italia at the right point. Pietropaulo's stick lifted by Michel. Stepping up at the near half wall is Connor Morady. Graham, Roland pokes the puck free from him and caroms it up the near glass out to center. This walked in by Myers off the Mullen feed. Long high shot batted up in the air by Needs. Trying to bring the rebound down was Leo Riley, but ultimately to no avail. Bell, Graham. Centering pass didn't make it to Pietropaulo. The stick of Owen Myers got in the way. Snyder with time in the near corner. He throws this puck up ice. It's batted down by the stick of Joey Argentina just above the Salesianum blue line. Recovered by Daniker after it was kicked to him by Liam Bell. Cross ice pass to Masters. Tries to chip this past Snyder, but sends the puck out of play with 5:52 to go in the second period of a 2-2 hockey game. Salesianum, after breaking out to the early lead midway through the first period, has since given up two. One to Jaden Golden and one to Kevin Connect. Howell to Smarin. This turned the other direction by Daniker. Bellapede recovers behind his own goal. Nick Lebuono trying to emerge from Salesianum territory. The father, Judge Forchunker, was Argentina. This is shoveled by Graham up ice to Masters. Centering pass. Tashinsky's got two. Stanley does it again. Stosh Tashinsky has given Salesianum the lead once again. It's now 3-2. Here it comes again. Leighton to Masters with the centering pass. And Tashinsky with time, space galore in the slot. Beats Childs to put the Sals back on top. Trying to tie it right back up was Colin Myers, but Needs cross to the far post to make the save. Lebuono winds up and he scores. Lebuono after assisting Tashinsky. Gets one of his own. It's now 4-2. This coming at 12:13 in the second period. Lebuono's second of the year. So again, the margin is 2 as Salesianum responds with a rapid-fire pair. Betterly could not clear. His breakout was blocked by Golden. Betterly this time, again cannot clear. Michel holds the point. Casper's shot from just inside the line is skied into the back netting and out of play with 4:13 to go in the second period. Salesianum with a 4-2 advantage now over Father Judge. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. Golden to Michel. On this Judge counterattack, Michel steered wide by Pacitti, forces the lazy shot. Needs with the stick save. 3.5 to go in the second. Michel gives this away to Pacitti. Golden pinches through, challenged by Morady. Roland holds the zone. Puck bounced off a Salesianum body in low. It's loose at the post, covered by Gavin Needs for a break in the action with just under 200 seconds to go in the second period. Salesianum 4-2. Over Father Judge. Myers flips this to Riley. Riley behind the net. Puck lay on the back edge of the cage. It is popped free by Connor Davis. Davis, slowed up over center briefly by Owen Myers, perseveres and gains the zone. He's steered off the puck by Snyder in the far corner. This recovered by Riley and cleared. Owen Myers 1-on-2. Shovels the puck past D'Italia into the far corner. It comes back high in the zone where Davis picks it up to DiStefano. DiStefano trying to throw the puck on from 35 feet through traffic to no avail. Counterattack for Judge. Myers slowed up by the skate of Nate Bellepede. The fans won a trip from our angle. It was Bellepede's skate on the puck the whole way. Pietropaulo can't clear. Owen Myers holds again. Headman shovel to Colin Howell in a wide shot from in close. Mallon fans on the puck. Myers coming back to the bench for the change holds. With 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the second period. Sal's up 4-2 over Father Judge in their first meeting this season and their only meeting this season at the Jefferson Health Skate Zone in Northeast Philadelphia. Bell flips the puck high to Graham. Graham gets past Connect, crashes the net, couldn't generate the shot in close. Final 100. Winding up was Jason Smarin to clear. No icing. Danny Becker waved it off as Aiden Daniker had time and space to play the puck in his own zone. Pietropaulo to Bell across neutral ice. Pass intercepted by Howell. Pietropaulo recovers just in front of his own blue line. Final 75 seconds of the second period. This thrown in by Graham from just above the stripe. Puck rolls to the far corner. It is slammed free by Whitfield. There will be no icing the other way. Becker says the puck was tipped. And Nate Bellepede's forced to play it anyway. Last minute of the second period. 4-2 the Salesianum lead. Liam Bell gathers in a loose puck after Graham was checked off of it. DeMasters paving away to the cage from the right corner. Couldn't generate the close-up shot. Colin Myers steadies for Judge from in close. To Mallon. On up the left wing boards. Sherwin couldn't field the breakout. Connect near side, sails one past Whitfield, and this will come back in icing with half a minute to go. In the second period, Salesianum with a 4-2 lead over Father Judge in Philadelphia. These two teams will meet again on November 17th. Half of a Delaware Hockey Network doubleheader. Which also consists of the University of Delaware Men's Division I Blue Hens taking on New York University in the first half of a weekend set at Fred Rust Arena. Argentina's been waved out of the face-off circle. Toshinsky's new adversary is Casper. Argentina effective on the wing. Storms the dot to gather in the puck. He hit Golden on the breakout pass to Masters. Forces a turnover and generates a 2-on-2 counterattack. DeMaster centering pass to Shinsky looking for the hat trick. Denied on the doorstep by Childs. Rebound contested in the far corner. Casper works this ultimately to Carlos Roland. Final 2 seconds of the period upon us. Roland, last second shot, wobbles wide. The kitchen timer sounds, and that will do it for the second period from the Jefferson Health Skate Zone. 34 minutes in the book. Salesianum 4, Father Judge 2. This is the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, presented by Long and Greenberg.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. 34 minutes in the books. Salesianum with a 4-2 lead over the Crusaders of Father Judge. James Witherite joining you from the Jefferson Health Skate Zone in Northeast Philadelphia on this Monday evening. Salesianum moving left to right from our vantage point in the third period in their away blue sweaters. Father Judge in their home whites. Light blue sleeves, red trim, moving right to left. First of 16 Salesianum varsity hockey games on the DHN this season. Our 8th season of Sal's hockey coverage on these airwaves. Braden Graham with a hard shot. Just 30 seconds. Into the third period. He gloves down the breakout pass. Had time and space galore. But Childs pops that puck into the corner netting and out of play. 13 saves on 17 shots for Aiden Childs the first 2 periods. Gavin Needs stopped 22 of 24. Bell up the left boards, gets past Roland, fires a shot from the bottom of the circle, and again Childs says no. Fresh legs on for both sides, 16-10 to go in regulation. Of course, high school hockey in the Philadelphia market. Fast and furious. 3 17-minute periods. A chance to get a gulp of water or one of those fisherman's friend cough drop thingies between periods. And we're right back at the action. We're grateful for all of our sponsors joining us for the 2023-24 DHN season. And quite the throng of spectators has turned out for this contest on both the Salesianum and Father Judge sides of the red line, respectively. Mallon turns the puck over to DiStefano. Volleyed back to Mallon. Advanced by Myers. Cross-ice pass intended for Riley. He was angled out of position by Lebuono, who forced play back to center. Mallon corrals the puck over the line. Volleys it back into Salesianum territory, where this is picked up by Aiden Daniker. Tuschinski could not clear. Myers held the zone. Tuschinski the second time stood up by Mallon. Puck trickles into neutral territory. Lebuono's got it now, a little bit more space. Mallon sweeps at the stick of Lebuono to force the turnover just inside the Father Judge blue line. Cross-ice pass to Whitfield. Myers protects. He shoots from long distance after Sherwin was not in position for the drop pass. Needs came up with the save, his 24th on 26 total shots. We're 2.5 minutes into the third period. Salesianum leading 4-2 over Father Judge in this first of 3 meetings between the teams this season. Michel at the left point. His shot was blocked off the setup from George Whitfield. 2-on-2 the other way. DeMasters confronted at the line. Turnover forced. He and Colin Myers converge. Both getting a couple extra shoves in edgewise off the play. Laura White says, separate, boys. Separate they do ultimately. DeMasters a little bit more nimble heading back to the bench area, but he now stays on as Colin Myers, in a little bit more pain, lumbered off in exchange for some fresh legs. New complement of skaters on up front for Salesianum. Their fourth line working. Golden with a shot. Net front set up to Casper. The redirect was high. Argentina back to Casper. He tries to go top shelf again. Too much loft on the puck, and it rolls to the near corner where Jack Igo fails to clear. Michel held the left point. His shot was a wayward one. Casper tied up behind the cage with Salesianum's Blake D'Italia. They separate. Igo works up ice. Falkowski up the left wing, driven hard into the boards by Roland. And Alex Falkowski is clearly shaken up on that play. Looked like the hit may be a little high from Roland, but nothing outside the bounds of play. And play is halted with 12:53 to go in the third period. Looks as though the scoreboard is lost its power. Falkowski's back up on his feet. Falkowski's helped off to the bench. Scoreboard is back up and running. Power has been restored to it. And play after Falkowski went back to the bench and after power was restored to the scoreboard. Resumes, 8 seconds come away. And a puck again out of play, this time in the Salesianum bench. Brings the face-off just above the Sal's blue line. Here's Sherwin. Working below the net. High it goes to Snyder. This shot covered by Needs. Pacitti having a few words in close with Colin Howell, and they've got to be separated by Laura White. AHL referee, IIHF, International Ice Hockey Federation referee as well. She's skated women's pros. She's skated a number of international competitions. And she's working with Danny Becker, adjudicating the game before us tonight. Needs with another save off the draw. Brings us to the 4.5-minute mark of the third period. Joey Pietropaulo takes an open ice check from Connect, disrupting his shot from the dot. This held in by Pacitti, left point. Shot gloved down by Sherwin. He's favoring that right wrist after blocking that chance. Sherwin, driven into the wall by Pietropaulo, was separated from the puck. And Connect works this forward to Smarin. Smarin again collides with Howell. That gets the puck back into Salesianum control. 2-on-2 led by Pacitti. Centering pass was sticked wide. Pietropaulo held the point and the zone. Shot into heavy congestion. Found nothing but a sea of white sweaters. Likewise, the Betterly chance from just inside the line. Blocked and driven by Connect as far as center. Slammed in behind the goal. Steadied by Needs. Recovered by Pacitti. 4-2 this game. 5.5 minutes into the third period. Salesianum with the advantage. It's been fast and furious and back and forth the whole way. Pacitti with a long shot off the Bell setup. It was wide. Graham brings down the rebound. Ricochets the puck off the corner boards. Trying to control it is Leo Riley, but his speed caught up to his stick handling and forced the error. This was offside. The Dubé name is synonymous with fine custom jewelry in Delaware and a 4-generation tradition dating to 1895. Carl Dubé Jewelers also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Find something special for your someone special. Visit Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. DeStefano absorbs a check from Mullen in the far corner. Point held by Mallon, but the shot was blocked. Up the middle, here comes Connor Davis. He's steered behind the cage. Centering pass from DeStefano to Daniker, long shot covered by Childs. And Laura White signals another penalty. This one a hook. At the 6:29 mark of the third period. Sean Miller off for hooking. And Salesianum is back to the Carl Dubé power play. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé. On Concord Pike in Wilmington. When finding the perfect something special for your someone special. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Salesianum 0 for 2 on the power play so far this evening. Argentina, shorthanded 2-on-2, steered wide by Tashinsky. Still he got the shot off. It was saved by Needs. Bell the other direction. Angled by Michel into the corner. They migrate to the far side. Tashinsky flips this to LeBuono, who stands up a check, throws one off the post. Scrum for the puck. It looks as though the last word belonged to Aiden Childs after Liam Bell tried to dish the loose rubber into the top corner of the cage. Here it comes again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. LeBuono with the initial shot. Bell couldn't place the rebound chance. We've just hit 7 minutes in the third period. 70 seconds left on this Carl Dubé power play for Salesianum. Liam Bell to Tuschinski. He's held up at the blue line by Roland. He throws the puck in low. Chased down by Pietro Paolo. Michel angles him away from the path of the puck. Kicked back by Bell to Tuschinski. Stas Tuschinski and Liam Bell trade places. Lebuono, the free man, near side. Lots of space for him. Albert tried to clog up down low with Pietro Paolo, but neither of them could field the centering pass. Everybody hustles back on side. In comes Tuschinski again. His shot from 15 feet, stick checked offline by Connect. Holding is Lebuono. Sherwin turns this puck free. Golden in a one-on-one. Challenged by Bellepede. Bellepede played the body. Puck trickles to the far corner. Nate Bellepede is there, so is Liam Bell, who will carry this up to Braden Graham in the closing seconds of the Miller penalty. And the Crusaders are now 3 for 3 on the PK. Hard shot right down the pipe, held on to by Aiden Childs for a pause with 8:27 to go in the third period. Salesianum's going to take their timeout. The Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg, Sid's Barbecue and Jerky, 412 Communications, First State Ice Hockey, Delaware Sports Medicine, Limestone Pension Associates, Delaware Trash Can Cleaning, and Carl Dubé Jewelers. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, write to Mo. Email her at mjr@412communications.com. Upcoming Salesianum games on the DHN. We'll see each other in a week and a half's time as the Sals take to home ice for the first time this year, hosting Springford. The renewal of Salesianum Father Judge, slated for November 17th. And then a full slate all the way through the end of February. Full schedule will be available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. Our associate executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer is Broadway Joe Sindoni. Our videographer is Zach McCool. Production assistant Josie Billett, the rest of the crew: Eli Swope, Sidney Butler, Rod Allams, Curtis MacDonald, thanks to him, up in Ontario. Technical consultant Alicia Cheney. Mark McClure, Ray Catolo, everybody on the 412 team. The early bird, Trevor Early. What you see right now is the work of many. We are grateful to them all for what they bring to this table. And we're grateful to you for pulling up a chair and joining us on this Monday night as well. Casper slowed up by a Daneker poke check in the near corner of the Salesianum zone. Argentina emerges with the puck, tried to snipe one from the bottom of the left circle. Needs pops this high, and it looks as though Salesianum is going to go to the box for the first time tonight, to the roars of the Father Judge crowd. Who's it going to be? Bellepede and Daneker both lumbering to the sin bin. We'll get the story from Laura White. So it will be 5-on-3 with 8 minutes to go. as Nate Bellapede is ruled off for checking from behind. And also Aiden Daniker given a 2-minute reprieve for unsportsmanlike conduct. Who are the three for Salesianum? Betterly, Pacidi, and Pietropaulo. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill time for the Blue Hens. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Puck is down. Pietropaulo wins the draw, but Pacidi couldn't bat the puck clear. It was held in by Mallon. Argentina looking shot. Pietropaulo keeps him high. Cross-ice pass intended for Connect was driven free by Gianni Pacidi. Mallon recovers, but the Crusaders have to regroup in neutral ice. Golden up the middle. Pietropaulo working the left side or the right side from Judge's perspective with Pacidi. Argentina's shot into Needs' pads. Follow-up came from Connect off the rebound, and Gavin Needs holds again with 7:18 to go. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique experience for you, a unique solution for you, I should say. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG. That's 302-466-5664. Or visit injuryde.com. Truly, truly compassionate and empathetic legal representation, while it may sound like a misnomer to most. With Long and Greenberg, that is truly the case. Roland around the horn to Michel. Across it comes to Argentina outside of the near circle. Cross-ice pass again. This up high to Roland. It comes from Golden. Roland looking shot. Casper boxing out net front. This thrown in by Michel off the backboards. 43 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Centering pass was tipped by Liam Bell, but Roland reeled it in. Flip back to Michel at the point. Across to Carlos Roland. His shot. Race for the puck. Betterly tips it away. And this is cleared by Liam Bell up the left wing boards. Race is on for it. Gianni Pacidi confronted by Argentina, who muscles the puck free. 3-on-2 for Father Judge. 15 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Argentina trying to toe drag past Labuono to no avail. Argentina looking for space now as he's challenged by Connor Morady in the sweeping stick. Cross-ice dot-to-dot pass. Intended for Golden. Pacidi played the body on him. Golden with no stick. Shoved Pacidi off the puck, and that's going to go uncalled. Casper on the doorstep gets one back for Father Judge. Right as the 5-on-3 expires. And Salesianum's lead with 5:46 to go is cut to 1. So that an even strength goal on the 33rd Crusader shot of the game. Casper with his first of the season. Joey Argentina with the helper. And again, it's a one-goal contest. but not for long. Mallon opens fire from the right point. And it's all tied up again. We're going to watch this one again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. It was George Whitfield with the assist. 2 goals in 27 seconds. Have leveled the score for Father Judge. Graham pushes the puck free. Bell with space. Sherwin reaches in. He caught his man. He forced the turnover. Stick on stick the whole way. That's all right. This is Colin Myers the other direction. Centering pass. Sails past Whitfield. Morady tries to shovel it free. D'Italia puts on the brakes. 4.5 minutes to go in regulation in this 4-4 hockey game. D'Italia couldn't draw the trip from Whitfield. He pops back up on his feet, floats towards center, and this will be an icing as D'Italia never gained the center line before letting the puck go. 4:19 to go. Looking at what's ahead in the Salesianum DHN schedule. November 10 versus Springford, November 17 versus Father Judge. And then a pair of Friday night matchups against Bishop Shanahan Coatesville, fielding a combined team this season. Daniker couldn't backhand the puck free. This was thrown in from distance. Needs with the stick save. Daniker scraps for the rebound along with Lebuono. This is pushed free by Riley to the near corner. Lebuono flips the puck up ice beyond the reach of Connor Davis. We've just hit the 8 o'clock hour. Betterly from distance, Childs with the save. Lebuono and Michel exchange a few words. But the confrontation quickly turns friendly and they depart of their own volition. 3:35 remaining. Argentina and Davis. Crusaders bat the puck all the way into Salesianum territory, where Aiden Daniker recovers. Lebuono accelerates up the near side, dodges a check, generates the shot after getting past Connect, and Childs holds for another 10-bell save. Here's the fast break from Nick Lebuono again. He's got plenty of speed, dodged the check, good shot, but a better save waited on the other end of that exchange. Bell to Shinsky Petey. On now. Salesianum down to 11 forwards, so Brian LeBlanc forced to make a few changes. Casper hauled to the corner by Pacitti on his way into Sal's territory. High pass to Snyder. This launched in from distance, not the strongest of shots, needs freezes with 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go in regulation. Face off to the left of Needs, who saved 32 of 36 total shots. The Salesianum attack out of their end only brought to red. Argentina checked off the puck by Pacitti. Sweeping in for it is Golden. This is shoveled free by Bell. Connect barely held the line but turned it over to Tuschinski. 2.5 minutes to go in regulation. Working high in the zone is Joey Argentina. Double teamed at the far wall, shoved into the boards by Pacitti. The shot from Anthony Casper at the right half wall rang loud and clear off Needs' pads. Race for the puck in the near corner. There's Casper again. He faked the pass to Mallon, turned it back behind the net to Jaden Golden. Golden and Pacitti converge once again. Pietropalo picks up a loose puck up the far boards. He puts on the brakes, backhands it as far as center. This volleyed back by Snyder toward the Salesianum line, gathered in by Davis. Final minute 50 in the third period. 4-4 the score. Salesianum and Father Judge deadlocked in their first of 3 meetings this season. 2-0, 2-2, 4-2, and now 4-all. Needs with the stop. .123 remaining. At least it sounded like Needs with the stop. Either a high stick on the puck or an icing. Our eyes were briefly diverted from the action. But whatever the case might be, Salesianum gets an attacking zone draw. Davis on with Graham and LeBuono. LeBuono played the puck with a high stick. Whitfield, with time and space as a result, had the free play. But he flubbed the cross-ice feed to Smarin. LeBuono on his horse, driving the net. But he's steered behind it by Roland. Daniker's shot blocked by Sherwin. Final minute of regulation in this 4-4 hockey game. Whitfield tried to hit Sherwin on the headman pass over the line. It was gloved down by Daniker. Daniker near corner. Shovels this behind the net to LeBuono. LeBuono pokes the puck past Argentina, ahead to Braden Graham. Graham steered wide by Connect, drives toward the cage, is forced to circle behind the net instead. Centering pass, intercepted by Anthony Casper. He takes it to Shinsky, check and open ice. Puck ends up back in the Salesianum zone, cleared out by Betterly. Slammed by Michel. Back in front of the scorer's table, recovered by Golden. He flips this back to Connect. 2-ply pressure, and the puck is tipped by Anthony Casper into the Salesianum bench area with 8 seconds to go in regulation. And a 4-4 deadlock. Face-off coming back to center. Replacement puck has been put into play, as a number of them have sailed over the glass tonight. Connect puts on the brakes and lets the horn sound to signal the end of regulation. So 51 minutes settles nothing. We're tied 4-4 through the end of regulation.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Let's face it, saving for retirement. Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first
ready to go for overtime, and off to the races is Argentina off the opening draw, crashing the net. He couldn't get past Needs on the doorstep. Casper opens fire. Shot right into the glove of Gavin Needs. He holds for the pause 13 seconds into the extra frame. Three on three. This 5-minute overtime frame in Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League play. Winding up out of his zone is Aiden Daniker, hitting Lebuono on a stretch pass. Lebuono couldn't deke past the back check and Carlos Roland. Argentina absorbs a check. He, Roland, and Casper, the three Crusaders, on ahead of Aiden Childs. Tuschinski turns up the forechecking heat. Casper changes direction. Tuschinski hustles back along with him. Argentina carries the puck through neutral territory. Graham forces him to put on the brakes. Fresh legs being filtered in on both sides of the red line. Graham nearly forced an Argentina turnover. We're 1 minute into overtime. Argentina finds Golden. Golden confronted by the Aiden Daniker stick at the far dot. Daniker flips this across to Liam Bell near side. Sherwin forces the turnover. Drop pass to Mallon. Puck through the slot, rolls to the far side. Gathered in there by Jaden Golden, one of four Father Judge goal scorers. The others being Kevin Connect, Anthony Casper, and Devin Mallon. 7 different Judge players on the score sheet tonight. Here's Liam Bell. Bell centering pass. Intended for Graham, was knocked off its line. Braden Graham works this high to Davis. A cannon. He shoots and scores. Connor Davis with the overtime game winner. Pushes Salesianum to 2-0 on the season. Scoring a minute and 48 seconds into overtime. The final score after a minute 48, or minute 49 rather, of extra hockey. Salesianum 5, Father Judge 4. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the Sid's Barbecue 3 stars of the game in just a couple minutes.
Nothing all-American, quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
The Sid's 3 stars of the game presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Connor Davis with the game-winning goal, getting top star honors. Stosh Tashinsky's 2nd star with 2 goals for Salesianum. Devin Mallon with the game-tying goal late in the 3rd period for Father Judge, earning the 3rd star. Looking again at the upcoming broadcast schedule for Salesianum hockey on the DHN. The Sals will be on home ice on November 10th, taking on Springford, and then they'll meet the Crusaders of Father Judge again on November 17th. We'll have those 2 games and 15 more after tonight's first victory of the season over Father Judge on the Delaware Hockey Network. A 16-game Salesianum slate coming your way all season long, along with action from Avon Grove and Garnet Valley as part of our Inter-County Scholastic Hockey League slate in the 2023-2024 season. Once again, the final score this evening from the Jefferson Health Skate Zone in Northeast Philadelphia. Salesianum 5, Father Judge Crusaders 4. For the whole crew, for Zach McCool, James Witherite saying thank you for your company this evening, and we look forward to seeing you again through the course of the season here on the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Good night to you all.